You guys. Can we just talk about that feeling for a second? That moment when you're scrolling through your feed, completely unprepared for what you're about to see, and suddenly there they are. Not on a stage. Not under blinding spotlights. Not surrounded by cameras. Just, together. And somehow, that makes it hit even harder. The air in Madrid already felt electric. Armies had filled every corner of the city, counting down the hours until BTS would take the stage. The streets buzzed with excitement. Purple banners fluttered in the warm evening breeze. Every cafe seemed to have fans talking about the same thing. But nobody expected this. Nobody. Because before the music, before the cheers, before the stadium lights exploded into the night sky, something happened. Something quiet. Something small. And somehow, something unforgettable. The gym was almost empty. Just the soft hum of equipment. The faint sound of weights touching the floor. The distant rhythm of music playing through overhead speakers. And then, Taehyung walked in. Simple black workout clothes. A cap pulled low. Nothing flashy. Nothing dramatic. Yet somehow his presence changed the entire atmosphere. You know that feeling, right? When someone enters a room and the energy shifts. That. And just when you think that's already enough to send ARMY into emotional overload. The door opens again. Jungkook. Honestly, can we talk about this? Because the timing felt almost unreal. For a split second, everything seemed to freeze. The sounds. The movement. Even the air. And then Taehyung looked up. That tiny moment. That tiny, almost invisible moment. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. Just a glance. But somehow it felt like a whole conversation. The corners of Taehyung's mouth lifted slightly. Jungkook's eyes widened for half a second before he broke into the most familiar smile. And suddenly every ARMY heart would have been gone. Completely gone. The kind of smile that says, there you are. The kind of smile that doesn't need words. The kind of smile built from years of memories. Years of laughter. Years of growing together. And if you thought that was the emotional peak. Not even close. Because what happened next somehow felt even more personal. No cameras. No performance. No fan service. Just two people sharing a moment before one of the biggest nights of their lives. They started training. Nothing unusual. Nothing designed for attention. Yet every movement felt meaningful. The quiet encouragement. The playful glances. The occasional smirk. The way Jungkook laughed after Taehyung said something nobody else could hear. Did you feel that too? Because somehow those tiny moments always hit harder than the big ones. The world knows them as global superstars. Icons. Performers. Legends. But in that gym, for a few precious moments, they looked like something else. Two people who understood each other without needing explanations. Two people comfortable enough to share silence. And honestly, that's what made it beautiful. The fluorescent lights reflected against the mirrors. Their breathing grew heavier as the workout intensified. Sweat glistened under the soft lighting. Yet neither seemed focused on anything except being present in that exact moment. The closer you looked, the more details appeared. A small laugh. A quick shoulder bump. A playful challenge. The kind of interactions that happen naturally when years of trust already exist. And then, something happened that nobody could stop talking about. Something incredibly small. Yet somehow powerful enough to send ARMY into complete emotional chaos. Taehyung finished a set and stepped back. Jungkook looked over. Just one glance. One brief glance. And both of them smiled. Not a huge smile. Not an exaggerated reaction. Just a genuine one. Soft. Comfortable. Effortless. The kind of smile that only appears when you're with someone who feels familiar. Someone who feels like home. And suddenly all the noise surrounding them seemed to disappear. The excitement of Madrid. The anticipation of the concert. The pressure of performing in front of thousands. Everything faded. Leaving only that feeling. That warmth. That connection. And somehow, that was the moment nobody could stop replaying in their minds. Not because it was dramatic. Not because it was shocking. But because it felt real. Beautifully, quietly real. And just when everyone thought that was the end of the story, something else happened.